can take all of the pains, get it right in there where it's supposed to be, you can do that, or either you can get her done. After you get it done, they both will look the same, I have found out. A good liberal coat, keep that in mind. Don't get no paint down in that hole right there, because it will be too tight. You may think that I'm putting too much on here, but I am not. We finished with that. I'll set it aside to dry. Then we'll look at it when we get back. To assemble this backing plate, you put the gasket, the fixed point bracket. You got the bolt right there with the lock washer and the large adjusting washer that secures that. This is the movement that adjusts your point gap with this screw right here. This little snap ring fits right in that little groove. Y'all see I put it in there? That's what secures the points on there. That's good to go. I will put a drop of oil down in yonder because there's a little hole in there that oils the inside of that. But that's a set of points that's already installed. That's all there are to it. This fiber cam, that fiber cam right there, fiber wiper, rides against the cam on the crankshaft. That's what opens the points. This one is wore quite a bit, but it's still serviceable. And that's the thing about there. If you're only working on one of these engines, you're kind of limited as to what modifications you can make. The next part is this coil. And I did discover that those two ground wires have been soldered back together in the past. It was a pretty good job, so I left them as is. The only thing to be careful is do not pinch your wires. The ground wire does not have to be insulated. There have been some mechanics will tell you that you can adjust these shoe positions, and they are ever such a little bit of play in that screw hole. I have found it to be just line that pole piece up with that backing plate on both sides and the front. Just line all of those up, tighten her down, and you're good to go. If by chance this pole piece hit the flywheel magnet, then you can come back and adjust this ever such a little bit. There will never be a reason where you would need to grind that to gain any distance. That just would never happen. I'm confident that this one right here will be good as is. And you want to tighten those up securely. That's all. We're done with that. That coil is installed. To put the condenser in there, and what I've done, I elected to use this little epoxy type condenser. It's that little nut right there. Get her on there in an orderly manner. Just get her up on there. And once you get it started, just leave it free for the time being. The securing bolts, these were original to the one screw for the ground and the condenser. I really like these condensers, and by all means, put the other screw in the other hole. Don't leave that hole vacant. These this two wires right here, it has to be electrical isolated. And when you're putting an old set of points in another engine, tighten them up and then come around and look, observe the mating surfaces of the contact face. Sometimes they will be worn at an angle, and you can turn them a little bit to line them up. That looks really good. I'm just going to put that right where it's at. Sometimes you look out. Do not tighten that bolt too tight. You can twist them off. But you see what we've done there? That's tight, secure. Everything is lined up and all. We've got the condenser on there, and I do, with these type condensers, they're just out in the environment, and if you bend this wire, the two mounting wires, then you can make it like a spring, and it'll have tension to touch the backing plate, and it won't vibrate. And that's good to go. The only thing lacking now is adjusting the points, and we will do that after we mount this on the engine with that gap going to the bottom, and that's secure. There's a bolt in the back there that we'll tighten up. But at this point,